Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our varsity home game. I am Trent Rude, here with my brother Duke Rude, we will be your announcers for this afternoon. Today is a great day of high school football as the Notre Dame Knights prepare to face the Chaminade Eagles. Set to be a great game.
That is right, and tonight is senior night for the Notre Dame players and for Chaminade players, as this is the last regular season game for both teams.
Definitely, it's bound to be a great game for both teams, really competitive. What do you think is going to happen today here, Duke?
I think it'll be a close game, especially because on defense for Chaminade is number 32, Blake Otsalados, who is hard commit to University of Cal Berkeley, and I think he's just going to be a key player today. What do you think for the Notre Dame side? Who's going to be a team player today?
Well, definitely you got to go with Christian Grubb, one of their lead running backs. He's just a beast and has helped this team so much on the ground, and he's going to be a big help tonight for the Knights.
And Christian Grubb's coming off a 5-touchdown game last week against Bishop Alemany, as Notre Dame destroyed Bishop Alemany and got the win. Christian Grubb, he's a 3-star recruit. He's just got an offer from Army West Point this week, so excited to see what happens.
Definitely, it's set to be a very, very good game here.
So here comes the Notre Dame and Chaminade special teams. Notre Dame special teams is led by number 17, Cameron Sharfatian, who's been a dominant kicker for this Notre Dame team.
Definitely, it's going to be hard to see him leave next year, as he is a senior and was honored tonight through senior night.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a good night. In the backfield receiving this kick is number 2, Christopher Rankins, who's also Dame recruited. He has about good 5-7 offers. So waiting on this kick. He's getting ready.
The Knights getting ready for the kickoff, and let's see what happens.
And here's the kick. Notre Dame versus Chaminade has started. Oh, and number 2, Christopher Rankins fumbles it, but it's a touchback for Cameron Sharfatian. Here comes the Chaminade Eagles offense, led by number 17, Ryan Stevens, the senior, his last regular season game as a Chaminade Eagle.
Definitely, and for Notre Dame here, they really need to rely on their secondary. They got some dominant cornerbacks that can definitely lock down these Eagles receivers.
That's right, and Notre Dame's D linemen are also been really showing up this year, including Jake Moore, who's been dominant. Brings it up for a few yards. Looks like it gets taken down by a bunch of Notre Dame players, including number 2, Jeremiah Garman.
Definitely, Jeremiah Garman. He can do it all. As you see him, he's lined up on that D end, but he's also a tight end. Very helpful for the Knights here.
Yes, that is right. And last week, number 38, Jake Moore, had 10 total tackles. As you can see, it looks like it might be a first down for Chaminade Eagles. A few runs there.
Definitely an Eagles coming off that recent game, 45-28 win against Sarah. Looking to capitalize on their 2-game win streak right now.
That is right. Ryan Stevens in the backfield. Looks like a little movement from Jake Moore. Throws it, and it's incomplete. For number 13, Alex Friend.
Definitely, and that's number 7, Justin Horton there, the junior, locking down his receiver. Was beat a little, but it was able to recover and get the stop for the Notre Dame defense.
So it is 2nd down and 10 on Chaminade's own 31. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like the same formation as last time. Fake the handoff. It's passed to number 7, Jalen Fisher. Gets a few yards there.
Yeah, not much there. From the early stages of this game right now, we can tell that Chaminade likes that short pass tempo. They're not going to do much. They're not going to go for the long ball unless it's open. They're just going to slowly work this Notre Dame defense.
That's right. And it's 3rd down for Chaminade Eagles. It's a motion, and it looks like it's a fake. Trying to look for the pass. Doesn't get much. And it's still up. And it looks like it's taken down by number 35, Santi Weschler by Notre Dame.
That's going to be 4th down for this Eagles offense. Do they go for it?
They're not going for it. They're bringing out their punter or kicker, number 45, John Stonehouse, a sophomore.
Yeah, I saw him warming up. Stonehouse looks like a very dominant kicker, patient, and he's got a leg.
That's right. So 45. I mean, he has to be good if he's a sophomore on varsity.
Definitely. And back to receive it is number
Bring
24, Mikel Broussard, the senior.
Mikel Broussard this week has just been accepted into the Army All-American game. Huge congratulations to number 24, Mikel Broussard.
Definitely, and Notre Dame's going to have some good field position here on the 35. Let's see what they can do. Rooney has a plan for this Eagles defense and how they're going to slowly tear them down.
So tonight, Cooper Meek is leading the offense. Number 16, Cooper Meek is leading the offense onto the field. Last week he had 7 carries for 107 rushing yards on the ground, but he can throw. He's been proving ever since he won the starting job over number 12, Toby Backlund.
Definitely, Cooper Meek brings everything to the table for Rooney, and that's why he's got that starting job.
It looks like it's a throw, and it's a little wing route to number 24, Mikel Broussard. Mikel Broussard gets a little bit of yards, and it looks like that's a late hit, but they're not going to call it. So it's 2nd down for Notre Dame.
Yeah, it wasn't much there. Pocket collapse on the left side of Cooper Meek. He had to let it go. But Mikel is trying to make the most of a kind of crappy situation there for Notre Dame.
Yes, that's right. So it looks like they're going to do the same formation with Cooper Meek in the backfield.
And they got a wide receiver open for Notre Dame.
That's right. There's number 13, Noah Saha. And it looks like it's a handoff to number 23, Christian Grubb, who, as I said earlier, just got an offer from Army West Point this week. So that's a huge congratulations. He now has 6 offers.
Definitely, and this is a 3rd down for this Notre Dame offense. I think they go with the pass play here. Obviously, the short game and the running has not been working as they just got 2 quick downs. I think they go with Cooper's arm here and see what he can do.
That's right. So it looks like Cooper Meek is going to have an empty backfield. All right out. It looks like they might do a slant down the middle. Let's see what happens. Looks like there's a little movement by the wide receiver. Oh,
flag
and
is
we have
down.
a flag.
Let's see what it is.
It's a penalty on Notre Dame, and it's a delay of game on the Notre Dame Knights. So I'll bring them back to the 38-yard line, so it's 3rd and 12 for Notre Dame.
That's a killer for Notre Dame. 3rd and 7, they could work with that, but it's going to be tough for them to convert here on the 3rd and 12 on the 33.
It looks like they're going to do the same formation. Empty backfield for number 16, Cooper Meek. See what they do here. Looks like there's another false start. Number 5, Andre Bray, looks like with a false start.
Yeah, I don't know what Notre Dame's going to do here now. That's 2 penalties in a row. Rooney's got to figure out how to discipline these guys that they don't have that happen again.
It's now 3rd and 17 for Notre Dame. Let's see if they do the same formation yet again. Oh, it looks like it's not. Cooper Meek will be in the backfield with number 23, Christian Grubb.
I think they just go for a run play here. But they don't. It's a pass play.
Cooper Meek's looking for something, and he gets taken down by number 32, Blake Onsalados. We were talking about him earlier. He is a dominant player. He has some of the most tackles in the state.
Definitely, he's a 3-star inside linebacker.
Committed to Cal Berkeley.
Yeah, he can do receiving, defense. He had a sack last week against Sarah in their win. A big help to the Chaminade defense.
And it looks like there was a tackle for loss, not a sack. So they're going to bring out the punting team, led by number 17, Cameron Sherifati.
Definitely, and with 8 minutes left in this first quarter, it's been all Chaminade here, and let's see what happens.
And in the backfield for the reception is number 4, Owen Larson. He's getting some opening room. Breaks a tackle here and there. But he's going to be brought down for about a 10-yard gain. So here comes Chaminade's offense again. See what they can do now after having to punt like Notre Dame.
Definitely, and like I said before, Notre Dame really needs to rely on their secondary here. It's obvious Chaminade likes that short pass play game, so secondary's got to get up a little close, press their man, and can't let them by him.
That's right. It looks like number 9 is open for Chaminade, but Mikel Broussard has that. Here's
Let's see what
the
happens.
snap. And it's a handoff to number 28, Alex Ocorbido. Ocorbido. My bad on that.
Yeah, he was obviously a power rusher here, trying to go through whoever gets in his way, and including Coach Rooney, but Rooney was able to get out of the way there.
That's right. So it's going to be second down. Comes the play. Motion. It's a pass. He throws it, and it's complete to number 4, Owen Larson. Larson with the first down.
Yeah, and he beat his man there, Sean Guyton. Like I said, Notre Dame secondary really needs to step up their game if they're going to go against this pass play offense of the Chaminade Eagles.
Notre Dame does not look ready. Here comes number 79, Tadashi Butler, in the game.
We got two running backs in the backfield. Let's see what happens.
And it's a handoff to number 21, Blake Sullivan. Gets nowhere on that play. Maybe lost a few yards there.
I would understand that play for Chaminade there. Just trying to get something up the middle. They got a first down with pretty good field position. Let's see what happens.
That's right. So here's the second down. And it's a handoff to the big number 28, Alex Ocorbido.
Alex Ocorbido with the carry.
Third down here for Chaminade, 3rd and 9. Ball on the 50. Let's see what happens here. I don't know that they'll go with the run play here. It's obviously pretty long, 3rd and 9. I think they go with the pass play as they do with the empty backfield.
Empty backfield for number 17, Ryan Stevens. Looking for a new play.
Notre Dame is backed off their men a little because of the 3rd and 9 situation.
It's a pass to number 8. Michael Earhart does not get the first down, so it'll be 4th down Chaminade.
And they do bring out their special teams here. That's a tough break for the Chaminade Eagles. They did have the momentum on the Notre Dame team.
It looks like they're going for it because number 45, John Stonehouse, is not out to punt it. And here's number 11, Jaden Jones.
Yeah, going with a new quarterback here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and there's a bunch of movement. Let's see what it is.
The ball was not snapped on that play. Let's see.
And it's going to be a false start on Chaminade. So now they're going to bring out number 45, John Stonehouse.
Yeah, they were just trying to see if they can get something off, something a little tricky, a little smart. But it didn't work out, so they'll just go with their strong leg of number 45.
In the backfield, looking for the receiving, is number 24, Mikel Broussard.
Notre Dame really needs to figure out their offense and get some momentum pumping here. Maybe.
Oh, it's a high snap. One-hand catch. Still gets the punt off. And it's a bouncer again. It's going to fall. Oh, and it keeps going. It's going to be a punt inside the 10. That's an impressive punt for number 45, John Stonehouse.
Yeah, that's always a blessing when your kicker can be a punter and still punt very, very good like he does here.
Yeah, you could be a punter or a receiver after that catch.
Haha, definitely. Now let's see what Notre Dame does here with not great field position within the 10 in the red zone. I think they do some power rushing with Christian Grubb here to give themselves some space.
So, number 23, Christian Grubb's in the backfield with Cooper Meek, and he hands it off to him. Look how fast Christian Grubb is. Man, oh man. But it's still going to be second down.
And that's why they always go to Christian Grubb here, and that's why we had him as one of their big impact players for this game. The speed and the strength always kills.
Yeah, and he's coming off a five touchdown game against Bishop Alemany last week. So
Definitely.
let's see what happens. Same formation with Christian Grubb in the backfield. And he hands it off to Christian Grubb again. goes up the middle for a few yards, enough for the first down, Notre Dame.
I'm not sure that was a first down. Oh, that is first down. I'm sorry. Yeah, just barely. They wanted to get that first down so that they had some comfortability. Maybe throw it again, run it again, or give Cooper some throwing time. We'll see what happens.
And this offensive line for Notre Dame has been impressive this year, led by the senior number 66, Daniel Fitzmaurice.
Definitely, and he was honored tonight for senior night. It's going to be tough for the Knights next year, losing all these very powerful seniors, but I know the juniors can definitely do something.
And it's again and it's another handoff to 23, Christian Grubb.
And with 3 minutes left in the game, in the first quarter, Notre Dame, I think they got to speed it up a little, try to get something to work, find what is working against this Chaminade defense, which is actually really holding them.
That's right. So it is second down. Same formation as last time, except no more Maurice Johnson, and now Mikel Broussard. And it's a fake. And it's a pass. Wide open. Mikel Broussard. He's going.
Is he going to beat him?
Only one man to beat. Number 2, Christopher Rankins. And Christopher Rankins gets him down inside the 10.
What did I say, Duke? They're going to test that arm of Cooper Meek, and
right.
It worked.
Mikel Broussard has been really impressive for this Notre Dame team, especially with that great throw and great catch. If he only beat one man, it would have been a touchdown Notre Dame, but now it's inside the 10. It's in the red zone for Notre Dame.
Definitely, Notre Dame just definitely taking advantage of that speed of Mikel Broussard.
And it's a handoff to Christian Grubb, and he gets a few yards, and he's still on his feet, but they call play.
Tough break there. Christian Grubb, he's got some Sorry about that, technical difficulty there. Christian Grubb, Mikel Broussard has got some colleges looking at him, Eastern Washington, Florida Atlantic, Rice, and Texas, and UCLA. Definitely some really prestigious football schools that he would be able to go to.
Yeah, 247sports.com thinks that he will be committing to Rice, which would be a great fit for him. They like to run the ball out here. So in the backfield is number 27, actually, Maurice Johnson spins off the guys, and it's a touchdown, Notre Dame.
Great touchdown for Notre Dame. There was nothing in the middle in those pockets, the A pocket, B pocket, C pocket. But he twists out, goes to the left, and gets the touchdown for the Notre Dame Knights.
My bad. That was actually number 23, Christian Grubb. I thought I saw 7 there. My bad.
And these Chaminade players, we can see as we're sitting on their sideline, this is definitely breaking them down. Notre Dame is going to get some momentum back as Chaminade couldn't get a touchdown on the first drive that they had. And now the momentum is switched back to Notre Dame. It started out with Chaminade with some tough defense, tough offense, but the band is alive, the castle is alive, and Notre Dame is feeling good. 7-0, 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yes, as he said, Cameron Sharnfatian just made the extra point. It's now 7-0 Knights. Let's see how Chaminade can bounce back on offense. This Notre Dame defense has been impressive this year, but they've looked kind of not like thinking straight this game, not lining up much. I don't know. Hopefully they can get another 4 and out like they've gotten before.
Definitely. As long as their defense is doing well, Cooper Meek and the offense can do just fine. But it goes both ways. If the offense isn't doing great, the defense has to step up. But I think Rooney's going to motivate these two sides of the team, and Notre Dame is going to do very well, I believe.
So here comes number 17, Cameron Sharnfatian, with the kickoff after that touchdown run by number 23, Christian Grubb, who's been an impressive player for Notre Dame. As we said in the beginning of the broadcast, that he's going to be a impact player for this game.
Sharnfatian kicks it off. Here's the return.
By number 2, Christopher Rankins, moving up. Gets a few yards. Gets a lot of yards, actually, so he'll be down at around the Chaminade 33.
Yeah, that's a tough return for the Chaminade Eagles. When these football players get going, it's very tough to bring them down with the strength and speed that they have. Now, let's see what Tadashi Butler and his defense can do for these Knights, trying to stop this dominant Eagles offense like they did before.
So here comes number 17, Ryan Stevens with the snap. With the quarterback, it is. And it's caught by number 4, Owen Larson, for a good amount, about 7 maybe. So it's 2nd down, Eagles.
Definitely, and early on we can tell that Chaminade really depends on Owen Larson. Last week had 20 catches for 251 yards for the Eagles and a touchdown. That's pretty dominant,
Wow,
if I do say so myself.
That is great.
And there seems to be
Something happening. Hopefully not another lightning strike.
oh man, that would be terrible. But two teams are standing up. They're not in their positions. We're gonna get a call from the referee asking to put 2:16 on the clock. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left. Not sure what happened there. Maybe a botched call.
So there's not a lightning strike. Finally.
Yeah.
That was bad 2 weeks ago, because I went to the game on Saturday and they just did not look like Notre Dame just did not look the same as they did on Friday.
Definitely, and with the snap, let's see what happens.
Ryan Stevens and it's intercepted by
Mikel Broussard! That's a big six for Notre Dame High School.
Number 24, Mikel Broussard. He's on a roll this season, playing ATH. He's basically on every single snap. That is an impressive pick 6 for Mikel Broussard.
And Mikel Broussard getting it popping for the Notre Dame Knights. This is what we like to see. Mikel in his last home game, possibly his last home game before playoffs for senior night, is showing that he is marking his legacy for the Notre Dame Knights.
Yeah, definitely.
And with the extra point, Cameron Sherifontian almost blocked.
Almost blocked, but it's good. So that's 14-0 Notre Dame over Chaminade.
Very, very good read by Mikel Broussard. He noticed that they liked that swing route and noticed it, ran over to the receiver and said, "Thank you, that's my ball," taking it to the end zone for 6 points for the Notre Dame Knights.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with number 17, Ryan Stevens, because up here in the press box, I saw that coming. I don't know what he was looking at.
Yeah, maybe he got some tunnel vision, thinking that route is always open, but Mikel Broussard said, "No, you got to think differently. That's not going to be open from here on out."
Yeah, I think this defense already figured out the Chaminade offense, how they like to do wheel routes, as you said.
Definitely. This Notre Dame defense, a lot of times they'll have a slow start, figuring out what their offense likes to do, if it's running, if it's long pass, short pass. But when Notre Dame gets rolling, there is no stopping us.
Yep. So here comes the kickoff from number 17, Cameron Sherifontian.
That's going to be a tough loss for Notre Dame next year, as he is a senior. We'll see who plays kicker and the punter position next year for Notre Dame.
It looks like a squib kick there. It's bobbled a little bit by number 7, Jalen Fisher. Jalen Fisher gets around. Jalen Fisher, almost had an opening, but he was stopped by number 7, Justin Horton.
And there's a man down on the field for the Eagles. Oh, no, he's just
number
upset.
20, Frankie Washington on the floor, on the field, my bad. So here comes the Chaminade offense. Let's see how they can answer after that pick 6 by Mikel Broussard.
Speaking of injuries, unfortunately, number 1, Max Cotton is out tonight on senior night. He has definitely been helping this Notre Dame team a lot, whether that be defense or offense, and they go with the same route.
They do the same route. It was intended for number 8, Michael Earhart. He gets it for about 4 to 5 yards.
And I think Chaminade needs to think of something else, because how many times are they gonna keep going to that route, and how many times is Notre Dame gonna get a pick 6? They got to figure that out.
So we're waiting for the 2nd and 5 on about the 44-yard line. Good field position for Chaminade after that great run by number 7, Jalen Fisher. And it's a play action, and it's a slant route in the middle. Gets banged up. And that's number 4, Owen Larson, who had 20 targets last week for their win against Sarah. So it's first down, Chaminade.
And that's number 38, Jacob Moore, not scared to get physical and to lay someone out.
Jacob Moore has before this game, he has 97 total tackles on the year, and he's a sophomore. That is crazy.
Notre Dame here going against Chaminade with 1 minute left.
There's a handoff to number 28, Alex Orcabito. Loses a yard.
Carried by number 28, Alex Ocarabito.
And Chaminade looks broken up here. They have not been doing well in these past couple minutes. Started out strong, like we said, but it's been tough for them right now, and they got to figure that out.
So it's number 17, Ryan Stevens is up. We have a whistle. Let's see what it is.
Timeout. Notre Dame.
And it's a timeout on the Knights. Maybe Coach McNabb or Coach Rooney saw something they didn't like, so they wanted to call a timeout.
Definitely, and Notre Dame is not scared to say, hey, we got to fix this, we got to get better. And that's a great attitude coming towards any sport, whether that be track with Coach McNabb or football, of course, with Coach Rooney. Notre Dame is always ready to fix their mistakes and get better.
That's right.
Notre Dame High School extends a warm welcome back to all alumni.
So it'll be 2nd down for Chaminade once this timeout is over. Here comes the Notre Dame defense after that timeout.
I wonder what Notre Dame went over. Maybe a botched look, secondary maybe out of position. I think Notre Dame has definitely figured out what they want here, and they're going to dominate.
So number 17, Ryan Stevens in the backfield, and it's a pass. And it's another one of those passes. They let you go on those out routes. And it was intended for number 9, Tyler Day.
Definitely, and number 17, Ryan Stevens, has to be careful. He has had a lot of bat downs and interceptions today. He's got to be more careful with the ball.
It's another throw, and it's another one of those outside routes. It was completed to number 1, Jordan McIntyre, for the first down for Chaminade. Chaminade is answering after that pick 6. Ryan Stevens does not want any more mistakes tonight, and he shows it on the field.
Definitely, again, already has a pick 6 today by Mikael Broussard, and it's only the first quarter as there is 1 second left as the player went out of bounds. So we have one more play left in the first quarter.
Let's see what we do to end out the first quarter. And it's another one of those passes to number 1, Jordan McIntyre.
Penalty on the play.
There's a flag down.
On the play, yeah.
1 to catch, 5 to knock down.
That would be the end of the first quarter. Checking the penalty.
We're not sure what's going on here on the field. It's a coach comes out. Coach McNabb is trying to get the ref to explain what's going on here.
Let's see the call. Don't know what.
Ineligible men downfield to call against the.
Is an ineligible man downfield on Chaminade. So it'll be still Chaminade's ball at the end of the quarter. So after one quarter, it's 14-0 Notre Dame. Oh, looks like they're gonna do one more play before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I think that penalty allows for one more play here as of course there was a penalty, and we'll see what happens here.
So
I don't think they're going to go for anything crazy to end out the first quarter. They got a lot more time in this half.
So it's 1st and 15 for Chaminade. And they're doing a pass. Oh, and it's overthrown to number 21, Blake Sullivan.
And this quarterback coach for Chaminade needs to figure out what they want to do with Stevens. He's definitely not doing as well as he usually does, and they got to figure that out because Notre Dame is walking all over him.
Welcome to Family Feud. I'm your man, Steve Harvey.
So after one quarter, what have you seen so far that you hope Notre Dame does throughout the game?
Well, of course, score 14 points in a quarter and hold out their opponent. Notre Dame started out slow, like we've been saying, but they're getting used to this team, getting used to who they like to throw to, who they like to run with, their plays, the calls. Notre Dame just needs to keep getting used to this Chaminade Eagles team because the more we get used to it, the easier it will be to stop and more predictable it will be for the Knights.
And remember, tonight is Midnight Madness for the basketball team, both boys and girls, so come out to that if you're in the neighborhood. It'll be a fun night tonight for Notre Dame. Got this football game and then Midnight Madness after this.
Definitely, and if you're watching this right now on the live stream, make sure to subscribe and make sure that you tune in to our other games. This is the last game of the season for football, but we have more games to come very, very soon.
Next season we'll have soccer and basketball for you guys. So here's the snap. Oh, and it's getting pressured by number 38, Jake Moore, which was what we were saying earlier, how he just doesn't care. He'll go after the quarterback if he wants.
Definitely, and he was scared of that roughing the passer call. He was about to lay a shoulder into Staples, but I mean, Steven's sorry, but he doesn't want that call for the Knights, the unnecessary roughing the passer.
So it's third down for Chaminade, empty backfield for Ryan Stevens. It's going to be a pass probably. Maybe, probably on the outside again, like they've been doing.
Yeah, one of those quick slants. See what happens. Oh, they're going deep.
Going deep, and it's completed to number 2, Christopher Rankins. Gets some extra yards on that, and now Chaminade is in the red zone.
I think that's a psych out for this Eagles team, saying, oh, we're going to do a quick little slant. No, they're going to run it up the middle. I'm sorry, pass it up the middle for a very nice gain.
And if Chaminade wins this game, they could be in the playoffs for Division I. Oh, and it's deflected by number 27, Maurice Johnson.
Maurice Johnson playing the role of linebacker and power rusher for this Notre Dame team. He has a lot of strength and is actually very, very fast. So he's been a big help to this team.
And it looks like number 79, Tadashi Butler, is limping off the field. Hopefully he's okay. He's been a great part of this Notre Dame defense. Hasn't really done much this year. Last year he had a torn ACL. And it's another screen route to number 8, Michael Earhart. Gets a few yards there.
Definitely, Tadashi Butler having some very tough breaks. Like you said, tearing his ACL, making him not available for the football team as well as the lacrosse team.
It's third down for Chaminade. Let's see what they can do. As you remember, last third down, they got that big gain on that pass to number 2, Christopher Rankins.
Definitely 3rd and 6 on the 10. Let's see what happens.
It's another pass. There's been no blocking. Oh, and it's caught. And it's a touchdown. Number 22, Jonah Burton. Touchdown Chaminade. It's 14-6 at this moment, pending the extra point.
Yeah, I think Chaminade is starting to think, hey, what we were doing that first quarter obviously wasn't working. We have no touchdowns in the first quarter. So here they get that touchdown in the second quarter because of different types of passes.
So here comes number 40, Chase Meyer, the freshman, to kick that extra point. Let's see if he can get it. And he does. Now 14-7, Notre Dame. That was a great drive by Chaminade, breaking down the clock and repaying for what happened on the pick 6.
Definitely number 2, Christopher Rankins. That big gain for Chaminade told him, hey, we're here to play, we're here to compete, and I think that put a lot of momentum into this team.
So in the backfield for the return is number 23, Christian Grubb, and number 24, Mikel Broussard. The 2 running backs, well, Christian Grubb's a running back, and Mikel Broussard is ATH, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically does corner, wide receiver, running back. He does it all, really.
technically means he's a beast. And number 2, Chris Rankins, coming in this game, he had rushing for 5 carries, 6 yards, and a touchdown, and receiving for 8 catches, 164 yards, and a touchdown. Very dominant performance for him, and that's a person that this Chaminade team is going to lean on for times to come.
I've noticed Chaminade has 3 different kickers. So here comes number 10, Jack Oswald, with the kickoff. And it's caught by number 7, Justin Horton. Can't do much, so he just goes out of bounds at around the 25.
And that's not terrible field coverage for a good kick for Chaminade. Obviously faked out this Notre Dame special teams, and they weren't sure where it was going to go, but Justin Horton was able to catch the ball and get to the 25.
So here comes the dominant Notre Dame offense. Has been really good this entire game, except for that first drive where they were inside the 10 and had nothing really. As we see, Cooper Meek is the first one on the field. That shows dedication.
Definitely, and Cooper Meek has to lead this team as he is the quarterback, and I think he's doing a pretty good job.
In the backfield with Cooper Meek is number 23, Christian Grubb, and we have a flag. Let's see the call.
It's going to be a false start on the Notre Dame offense.
False start Notre Dame. So they're going to be moving back 5 yards, so it's 1st and 15.
Moves the ball back to the 22.
Yeah, like you said, 1st and 15 on the 22. That's not really the start they wanted. Let's see what they do. Maybe a run play with Christian Grubb to start.
Maybe. So Cooper Meek delivering the play. My bad. And he's in the backfield, accompanied with number 23, Christian Grubb.
Am I right? No, I'm not. Number 10,
And it's a
Aiden
motion to
Shinfield.
number 10. Oh, breaks a tackle there. Gets about a yard or 2 at most.
Terry for Notre Dame.
I almost guessed it, but Aiden Shinfield, a quick guy that Notre Dame has been relying on for those sweeps and for the wide receiver position. He's going to be a big help when they lose a lot of their seniors next year.
So here comes 2nd down. Oh, wait, no. It's 3rd down, actually. No, it's 2nd down. Yes, it is 2nd down. Cooper Meek hands it off to number 23, Christian Grubb. Christian Grubb still on his feet. Gets taken down. Doesn't look like it's enough for the 1st down. So it'll be 3rd down, Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's an impressive run for Christian, although he didn't get that 1st down. Just shy of the 1st down there.
About
Let's see
a
what Notre
yard.
Dame does.
So here comes Notre Dame. They're ready for this 3rd and 1. Maybe just a quarterback keep with Cooper Meek. Just go up the middle. No, it's a handoff to number 23, Christian Grubb. Christian Grubb. Oh no, that's 27, Maurice Johnson. My bad. These 3s and 7s are messing with my head.
And like I said earlier, Maurice Johnson is playing that power rusher role. He's got the speed, and he has definitely got the strength. Let's see what he can do for this Notre Dame team.
So it's 1st down, Notre Dame. Maurice Johnson was taken out by number 2, Christopher Rankins. So Cooper Meek hands it off to number 27, Maurice Johnson. Again, and there's a flag. Throws it straight in the pit. Wow. Let's see the call.
And Notre Dame has been flooded with penalties today. They really need to figure out what they're going to do
And it looks like it's a holding call on Notre Dame.
I think that's going to be one of their big talking points coming up for halftime. They need to stop getting penalties. It's really, really, really killing their offense and their defense.
Notre Dame, they've been penalized a lot this year. So it'll be 1st and about like 15. Cooper Meek in the backfield for another running back. And it's number 23, Christian Grubb. Oh, he has nowhere to go. Cooper Meek gets and it's a fumble.
Chaminade picks it up. Is that?
Oh no, Notre Dame gets it. So he was taken down by number 12, Andrew Rowland. Forces the fumble, but it looks like Notre Dame recovers it. That was a close one for Notre Dame.
That's a really scary sight for Notre Dame. We thought it was just going to be a sack, but They went all the way back for a fumble, and it's 2nd and 18 now for Notre Dame.
2nd and more, actually. 2nd and about like 30 almost.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't read it right. We're thinking that's going to be around a 2nd and 30 for Notre Dame. Let's see what happens.
Cooper Meek in the backfield. And it's a pass to the outside, and it's completed to number 24, Mikel Broussard. And it'll be 3rd and long for Notre Dame. Let's see how they can answer on this long 3rd down. Maybe a long pass to number 13, Noah Saha. You never know.
Definitely, as we replay that fumble there, that was very tough for Notre Dame. Could have been really scary, as Chaminade would have got really, really good field coverage. Now let's see what happens as Cooper Meek in the backfield takes it.
It looks like it's a long. Oh, and it's incomplete, intended for number 23, Christian Grubb. So it's 4th down. Here comes the punting team for Notre Dame, led by number 17, Cameron Sharafati.
Yeah, and it looks like Notre Dame needs to wake up. Maybe they thought after that first quarter that, oh, this is going to be an easy win. We're over 100 ranks more than them nationally, but I don't know. This is a very close game, separated by 1 touchdown. Sheriff Fontaine with the punt.
And it's a wobbly punt. It's grounded. And it's a fair catch by number 7, Jalen Fisher.
Yeah, and he almost dropped that. He had to dive out to catch that. Impressive catch there for Chaminade, as they are on the 50 with very, very good field coverage.
So it'd be like at midfield for Chaminade, as they're coming off an impressive drive, to see if they can answer again.
Chaminade needs to go back to what worked in that first drive of the 2nd quarter, as they go over their plans here. Swing number 22 to the left side. Let's see what happens.
Under center, and it's a handoff, and we have flags again. As a handoff to number 28, Alex Arturbido. But it's going to bring it back because it's against Chaminade. So false start against Chaminade.
And for one time in this game, or what seems like the first time in this game, is a penalty against Chaminade and not Notre Dame. Notre Dame needs to figure that out.
Ryan Stevens under center, and it's the same play. Hand off to Alex Arturbido. And he gets the 1st down. Impressive run for Alex Arturbido.
Definitely, and he's much bigger than a lot of these guys, coming in at 6 foot, 184. Evan McClurkin made a very good effort and very good job in bringing him down, even though he was a little smaller than him.
And it's a timeout taken by Notre Dame. Coach McNabb looks furious.
Yeah, and I would be too if I was in his position. Notre Dame needs to wake up and realize that this game is way closer than they think it is. Nights, like we said before, come out to Midnight Madness today. Tonight at midnight, of course.
Actually at 10 this year.
Oh, at 10, okay.
10 to midnight.
10 to midnight, as Notre Dame basketball is starting their practices for the year, led by Zaire Williams. It's got to be very impressive to see, and I would highly suggest that you come out.
There'll be a slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, and then an open scrimmage by both varsity teams, girls varsity and boys varsity, including some great talents on boys varsity like Julian Rishwin and Zaire Williams. And it's a handoff up the middle to number 28, Alex Arturbido, for a few yards. Looks like it's enough for a 1st down. My bad, that last one was actually 2nd down, but now it's 1st down.
And Chaminade is definitely relying on Orcabito as he rushed for, with 83 carries, 470 yards last game. No, I'm sorry, not last game.
Oh,
That he had 130 yards last game, totaling 6 touchdowns on the year.
Carry for the Eagles.
that's impressive. So it's another run up the middle to Alex Orcabito. He looks like he's limping off the field, but he's good enough to run off by himself. Or honestly kind of jogging off by himself.
As Stevens looks to the quarterback coach, see what he can do and see how he can go against this Notre Dame defense. Takes the snap.
Not yet. Oh, and here's the snap. Oh, and he's looking for something. Doesn't get anything. Almost got taken down. And it's intercepted by number 7, Justin Horton. Gets nothing. He gets slammed on that. I'm glad he's up and well.
That was a very big hit as he got a little twisted there, but that's a very nice interception for Notre Dame, helping them wake up right now and get ready to fight this fight. Justin Horton being very impressive on the year, helping this Notre Dame defense. He's just a beast, man.
That was Justin Horton's 3rd interception on the year. The game against Moore Park, he almost returned one for a touchdown, but he didn't, which is a shame. So here comes the Notre Dame offense, led by Cooper Meek. They were not ready to be out this quickly, but they're glad that they don't have to have their defense on the field.
Definitely let that defense cool down, catch their breath.
It's a handoff to number 23, Christian Grubb, and he gets slammed, gets nowhere on that play. Maybe he loses a yard or just stays the same. Yeah, he does lose a yard.
Definitely, and these Chaminade fans on our side are very excited and ready to fight this fight, and they travel very well for their away games.
So it's 2nd down, Notre Dame. Let's see what Cooper Meek's offense does. Cooper Meek is in the backfield with number 27, Maurice Johnson, and number 24, Mikel Broussard. And it's it's a play action pass. And he just throws it out. That was a smart play. You do not want to force anything in football because then it leads to an interception. Or maybe just an incomplete pass. But still, he did the right thing. He has a high football IQ of just throwing it out.
Definitely, and Knights, do not forget to stop by the quad at lunch from October 29th to November the 2nd to buy St. Jude's t-shirt designed by none other than Sophia Kaplanis for only $15, sponsored by the Christian Leadership class. All proceeds will go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, where Sophia, I believe, is currently receiving treatment.
That's great.
As Cooper Meek getting ready for the snap.
In the backfield with Marisa, and it's intercepted by number 32, Blake Ontolados. What did we say in the beginning?
He's still going.
He's still going, and he stiffed armed the man. He's still on his feet. Wow, what a Blake Ontolados. He said in the beginning he's going to be a playmaker for this game, and he has been so far. He has a tackle, an interception like that. He ran it really far, so now the offense is an easier drive with great field position. They're in the red zone right now after that interception by Blake Ontolados, the Cal Berkeley hard commit.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Cooper Meek and the Knights, bringing back their tired defense onto the field. Let's see what happens.
The Chaminade crowd is loud. They are loud. And there's a holding penalty on the Eagles, so it'll be brought back about 20 yards, which is a lot because the offense was expecting a 20-yard drive, but now they have like about a 40-yard drive.
Definitely brought back to where that interception was originally caught as he runs. That's a quick pass for Stevens on the right side. Going back to their roots for the quick passes. They're definitely trying to switch it up here for Notre Dame, try to confuse them.
And it's caught by number 4, Owen Larson, after that Great, what's the word? Defense by number 3, Sean Guyton.
And I think there is a flag down here on number 28, Alex Orcobedo, the running back, and also middle linebacker. Let's see what happens.
You were right about what you said, how they like to go fast. I was watching the freshman football game, and that game was less than an hour and a half, which is crazy for a football game. Normally, football games are like 3 hours.
Definitely.
But they go fast tempo, and as you can see in this varsity team, they like to go fast tempo, which is where they learned in freshman football.
Yeah, Duke, that's right. And these Chaminade fans are not happy with the call. I did not see it myself, but
Bringing them back a lot. Wow.
wow, that must be a really bad call. What happened there?
So it's second down, second and about 25. Let's see what they do here. Probably just a run to get some good field position. And then maybe a pass. Don't know.
Definitely. Oh,
And
as they
it's
do
correct.
a run up the middle, and he's
Run by
going.
number 21, Blake Sullivan. Gets a good amount. They were not expecting much, and he delivers. He delivers a lot.
Definitely, and that's hard for Notre Dame, as that's around a 10-yard run, bringing back that yard position.
It's third down. Handed off to Blake Sullivan again. And he does not get the first down. Let's see if they're going to be the field goal team out maybe, or just go for it.
I think it might be a little too far for a field goal, but I think they're going to keep Stevens out there in his offense and say, hey, we believe in this kid, and let's see what he does.
Number 40, Chase Myers, warming up just in case they need to do a field goal.
As we see, the castle is alive here tonight against Chaminade Eagles. They are hyped up, and they are excited to see what this Notre Dame offense and defense can do.
So timeout Chaminade as they're getting ready for this fourth down. Pretty game-changing play if they convert, because there's 4 minutes left in the second half. Notre Dame will receive for the second half as they kicked off the first half.
Definitely. Now, here in this Notre Dame and Chaminade huddle, I think Notre Dame is talking about tempo, patience, and penalties. They've got a lot of penalties here tonight and on the year. They got to control those, and they need to be patient with their defense and with their offense. If they go too hard, they're going to tire out like they were before. But Notre Dame, they're looking pretty good here. They were very lucky with that penalty, but they gotta keep fighting.
So here comes the fourth down play. And there's a lot of pressure. He runs out, but he gets taken down by number 24, Mikel Broussard, and number 2, Jeremiah Garman. So it's not enough for the first down, but it's enough for the first down for the Notre Dame Knights.
Definitely. Stevens looks a little shaken up, bending down. Hopefully he's okay, but that's going to be a punt for this Chaminade team.
It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was fourth down, of course. So Cooper Meek coming back out. He just had a interception, a very long one, but was brought back by a penalty. I think, like I said before, Notre Dame needs to calm down and just take it slow and bring the ball down the field for a touchdown.
This Chaminade defense has quieted Notre Dame this second quarter, as that tackle is by number 32, Blake Onsalados. What did he say? There's a flag on the field. Oh, it looks like number 12, Andrew Rowland, is talking after the play, talking too much. You get flagged for that. You just cannot do that.
He was talking to number 66, Daniel Fitzmaurice. Let's see what happened.
The senior playing his last regular season game. Oh, and it looks like there's a penalty on Notre Dame, actually.
Second down for Notre Dame. You got to be more disciplined than that, Notre Dame. They really need to figure that out. Like I said, penalties, penalties, penalties. Too many tonight for Notre Dame on senior night.
I'm sure this practice that they might have tomorrow, they will not run enough to do all these penalties. Because most football teams, for every penalty, that's a lap.
Definitely, and if you're just joining us, there's 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. Notre Dame has 14 points, Chaminade 7. Cooper Meek is ready for the snap.
Here comes Cooper Meek, and he hands it off to number 23, Christian Grubb. Christian Grubb really doesn't get anything, and it's third down, Notre Dame. Third and long. Let's see what they do. Maybe just run it, set up the punt. A lot of time left in this game. I would not want to risk it.
Definitely, and we'll see if number 17, Stevens, and his offense can get something started here with only, again, 3 minutes left in this second quarter in the first half. But I think Cooper Meek is going to stay out here for this third down.
And he is, but it might just be a handoff. Don't know. They might try and get something because there's only 3 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, he only has two. He has two running backs in the backfield. Hands it off.
No, he
keeps it.
And he gets nothing on that. Gets a few yards there. Cooper Meek is up, but it's fourth down. And here comes the punting team, led by number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Atian.
And hopefully Notre Dame can get something started here with their defense. Hopefully another pick, maybe by Justin Horton again. That would be awesome. But Notre Dame needs to figure something out because they're slowly losing grips of this game, and it's only the first half, even though they're up by 1 touchdown.
In the back for the kick is, almost get blocked. It's number 7, Jalen Fisher. Gets a return.
Runs into his man.
There. Looks like it was number 18 for Notre Dame. Not on our rosters. Maybe it got called up from JV today. It was actually Sean Guyton who got there.
And we just saw Stevens talking to his coach saying, you got to lead your team down the field. They are on around the 39-yard line, and they got to get to that goal line. Let's see what happens here for Notre Dame versus Chaminade.
So it's okay field position for Ryan Stevens, but Chaminade's offense has woken up, and they do another one of those drift outside passes to number 1, Jordan McIntyre. It's complete for about a yard or so.
And Andre Bray recognizing that they're going back to their roots with those short wheel routes and gets over there for the stop.
So it's second down, Chaminade. Looks like Notre Dame's defense is playing back. Jacob Moore almost had the sack on that play, but number 17, Ryan Stevens, just keep on throwing it fast. It's completed to number 8, Michael Earhart, for the first down for the Eagles.
Definitely, and he seemed wide open there, unfortunately for Notre Dame. Let's see what happens. That is 3rd and 1. Can Notre Dame stop them? Let's find out.
And it's not first down, my bad. It's another one. Almost blocked by number 85, Adrian Aguirre, but it's incomplete. Intended for number 1, Jordan McIntyre. So it's 4th down, Chaminade. They're probably going to just go for it instead of bringing out the punt team on
Definitely,
the 50.
again, only 2 minutes left in this first half, but I think...
and it looks like there's a 2-minute warning. No?
We're not
Mikel
sure.
Broussard is deep for Notre Dame for this punt.
Yeah, number 45, John Stonehouse. He's back to punt for Chaminade to Mikel Broussard.
Maybe a fake on a 4th and 1. We don't know. Looks like number 32, Blake Otsalados, is actually right there, and it's not. And it's an actual punt. Pretty solid punt. Mikel Broussard asked for the fair catch, and he gets it. It looks like it's going to be Notre Dame's ball on about the 17-yard line of their own territory.
Hopefully Notre Dame can get something started with around 2 minutes left in this first half. Cooper really needs to step up and be a leader as he is the quarterback of this team.
So here's the 2-minute drive, or excuse me, maybe the 2-minute drive for Notre Dame. Hopefully they can make something happen and then have the ball at halftime. So it's Christian Grubb's in the backfield with number 16, Cooper Meek. Let's see what they do here. They hand it off to Christian Grubb. really gets nothing. Jutes a few men, probably gets a yard or so.
And what we saw there with Christian Grubb, he's a very elusive guy, but the pocket was defeated there. The blocks were starting to come off. There really wasn't nothing there for him.
That's right. So it's second down, Notre Dame. Kippermega's looking for the play. He's going to receive it to the offense. So here comes the second down, and it's another handoff to number 23, Christian Grubb. I've noticed that Notre Dame hasn't really thrown it that much today. They've been really looking for the ground from Christian Grubb, Maurice Johnson. Markel Broussard has only had a few handoffs. That's it. But since it's third down, maybe look for the pass play with 45 seconds left in the game, in the first half.
Definitely, and they always know that Blake Onsalados is lurking. So it's very scary when you're trying to throw over the middle that he's going to be there, number 32.
And also, number 2, Christopher Rankins, he's also doing a few offers here and there. And it's another run. This time it's to Maurice Johnson, but it looks like it's good enough for the first down.
First down, Notre Dame.
So first down Knights with about 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and I think Notre Dame needs to follow. I know this sounds weird, but they need to follow in the steps of their enemy right now. Chaminade is mixing up a lot of things. Run, pass, long pass, short run. Notre Dame, they're staying to their roots, and I think they got to expand a little bit more.
And that is the end of the first half. So we are going to sign out for halftime, but enjoy the Irish Night Band for a halftime show. See
be
you
right
at
back.
kickoff.
For tonight's show, the Irish Night Band celebrates our homecoming theme, Stranger Things, with music from the awesomely rad 80s. Our first song comes from the German heavy metal band, the Scorpions. Although the band was formed in 1965, they didn't reach the peak of their success until the 1980s, with hits like No One Like You, Big City Nights, Still Loving You, and Wind of Change. Tonight's offering comes off the band's 1984 album, Love at First Sting. Please enjoy as your combined Notre Dame Spirit teams perform to the Scorpions' mega hit, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Sorry, I doubted it. Our next song of the evening comes from the English punk band, The Clash. Formed from members of the London music scene in 1976, The Clash is considered one of the key figures in the British punk rock movement and the inspiration for many post-punk and new wave bands. Many of the early 80s American punk rock bands cite The Clash as one of their biggest inspirations. Those influences can be seen today in bands like Green Day, Rise Against, and Foo Fighters. Off of their 1982 album, Combat Rock, please enjoy as the Dance Guard team dances to the Clash hit, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Our final final selection was written in 1963 by Latin jazz and mambo musician Tito Puente. It was further popularized by Mexican-American rock group Santana and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 11 on the Billboard Easy Listening Survey, and number 32 on the R&B chart. Performed by the Notre Dame Percussion Ensemble, here is Tito Puente's Oye Como Va.
Stanford just scored another touchdown.
After the percussion performance, the band seniors will line up in the way for division and reading of the scene.
You know what I sent out? I said, good Monday.
It's more of that seat. What do we have over there? He was like, oh, he always gets a foot. No, sometimes he gets a slip.
What's really good beer? Yes, American lager.
That's good.
It's a light lager. It's a better tasting lager than Mark Guinness's other lager.
All right. Done.
That's a hard one.
So we'll line up in front formation. Tell me when you think. Are they in that straight line out in front? Oh, okay. They're pretty set, right? At this time, we would like to recognize the senior members of the Irish Night Band. Fourth year trombone, Parker Allen. Fourth year percussion, Calvin Altschuler. Fourth year trumpet, Wilson Ballesteros. Fourth year percussion, Brandon Burke. Fourth year alto sax and drum major, Tiffany Chavez. Fourth year trumpet, Donovan Greenberg. Fourth year bass clarinet, Joseph Hill. Fourth year percussion, Alexander Janssen. Third year dance guard team and dance guard captain, Beja Kelly. Fourth year tuba, Brian Clee. Fourth year tenor sax, Joseph Komarinsky. Fourth year dance guard team and dance guard captain, Juliet Lagerstrom. Fourth year tenor sax and assistant drum major, Alexander Lane. Fourth year tenor sax, Emily Macias. Fourth year trombone, Brent Markovic. Fourth year euphonium, Sebastian McGovern. Fourth year trumpet, Lorenzo Mendez. Fourth year clarinet, Lise Nealon. Fourth year percussion, Ryan Okamura. Fourth year percussion, Tyler Opazzo. Third year percussion, Miles Racimo. Fourth year dance guard team and dance guard captain, Sidney Rosenthal. Fourth year euphonium, Max Roy. Third year dance guard team, Evan Santana. Fourth year alto sax and assistant drum major, Lauren Serrano. Fourth year trombone, Adam Thomas. Third year percussion, Julianne Tyler. We want to thank these seniors for their dedication and service to the Notre Dame community and wish them the best of luck in their final competitive season as members of the Irish Night Band.
It's nice to see you back last week.
Yeah.
Looks like he's doing
High School takes pride in our Irish Night Band. This fall, in addition to playing at all varsity home and away football games, the band and dance guard will perform at band reviews and parades across Southern California. Tomorrow morning, the band begins their competitive season with the Laura Band Review, followed by Riverside King Band Review, Arcadia Festival of Band, Granada Hills Holiday Parade, and the Disneyland Community Arts Showcase. Tonight, the band is under the leadership of Assistant Drum Major Lauren Serrano. The dance guard captains are Paige Kelly, Juliet Lagerstrom, and Sydney Rosenthal. The varsity song captains are Chelsea Cooper and Trinity Cobelis. The JV song captains are Katie Pollock and Sally Finkring. The varsity cheer captains are Lauren Piddick and Cammie Wilson. The JV cheer captains Nicole Abraham and Kaylee Kushoff. The varsity song coach, Miss Yesenia Cortez. The varsity cheer coach is Miss Jill Matuka. The dance guard instructor is Miss Letitia Alcaran. The assistant band director is Mr. Matthew Pagnotta. The band director is Mr. David Mora. The members of the Irish Night Band hope that you have enjoyed this performance by Varsity Song, the Dance Guard, and your award-winning Irish Night Band. A reminder following tonight's game, all alumni and their families are invited to the cafeteria for the annual alumni post-game social. Complimentary pizza and drinks will be served. Again, all alumni and their families invited to the cafeteria after tonight's game for the annual alumni post-game social. 16-yard touchdown run for Notre Dame, a 7-0 lead. And then 22 seconds later, Miguel Broussard with a 36-yard interception return and a 14-0 advantage for Notre Dame.
What's up, Notre Dame? We're back, ready for the second half. Duke, what do you think are going to be the biggest factors here for Notre Dame and Chaminade trying to, get the lead on their side?
Well, for Notre Dame, I think they just got to figure out all those penalties. Like, they were having a lot of problems with the penalties this first half. So I'm excited to see how they can answer.
Definitely, and for Chaminade, I think they got to keep going with what was working. They were dominant at the end of the first half, even though they're still down by a touchdown. Notre Dame needs to figure this out.
I think, like we said in the beginning of the broadcast, this Blake Onsolato's kid, man, he can play some football.
Definitely. Blake Onsolato's, of course, the hard commit to California, Berkeley. Very, very scary for Notre Dame and for Cooper Meek. Maybe a big reason why they haven't thrown the ball that much today.
Maybe. So, with the opening kickoff of the second half, we have Jack Oswald, number 10, with the kickoff.
A new kicker here for the Chaminade Eagles. Originally it was John Stonehouse. Let's see what happens.
One of 3 kickers.
As the Irish Night Band gets ready for kickoff, second half. Notre Dame 14, Chaminade 7. Let's get it started.
In backfield, returning this kick is number 23, Christian Grubb. And it does not go to him. It goes to Justin Horton again. Just a few yards. Justin Horton with a solid return for not expecting to get the return. So it's first down, Notre Dame.
Now Cooper Meek, I think he needed to calm down a little bit, take his time during halftime, and be very patient with this offense. He doesn't want another interception like he had earlier because of Blake Onsolato's. But we'll see what happens here.
Cooper Meek in the backfield with number 23, Christian Grubb.
Hands it off.
That's a handoff. Oh, and he got some good lane. And he just brought down, but it's good enough for the first down, Notre Dame.
Again, Christian Grubb being that spotlight player we were talking about earlier. He's definitely something very special with his speed and strength. Very, very big part of this Notre Dame high school offense.
Looks like number 11, Damian Cisneros Coronado, who's not. Oh, Christian Grubb.
He is
Christian
gone.
Grubb is gone. Look at that
Too
speed
easy.
on display. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Touchdown, Christian Grubb. His second touchdown of the game. Last week he had 5. 3 more, and he'll tie.
Now this is very, very crucial for Notre Dame. Getting that touchdown, telling Chaminade, hey, we are not out of it, even though we're still up. Chaminade needs to bounce back from this and still keep those high spirits, as Notre Dame has even higher spirits at the moment.
So it's 20-17, Notre Dame, waiting on the PAT by Cameron Sheriff-Altine. And here's the kick.
Almost
And it's
blocked.
good. 21-7, Notre Dame. That was a great way to get out of the gate strong and not get a penalty.
Now, speaking of penalties, a lot of them have been coming from this defense today. Now, this defense, I'm not gonna lie, they've been holding the Eagles to only 1 touchdown, but it has not been easy for them. They've been really, really struggling.
Yeah, you're right. This defense has they've allowed a lot of yards, a lot of first downs, just a lot of stuff that they should not be letting, like they've done this whole year. Like they've been great this whole year with sacks, tackles, especially number 38 Jake Moore, who really hasn't done much this game. So here comes the kickoff from number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Altine.
Now let's see what happens as the band is excited and ready, and the castle is alive with JT heading. Sheriff Fontaine ready for the kickoff.
Waiting for the kick is Jalen Fisher and Owen Larson. Oh, my bad. Actually, Michael Earhart. And it's a touchback by Cameron Sheriff Fontaine.
That was too close for Cameron Sheriff Fontaine. Of course, as many of you know, if you go out of bounds, if the kick is out of bounds on a kickoff, that's a penalty. That was literally at the goal line. Really couldn't have placed it at a better place.
Cameron Sheriff Fontaine has the most kick yards in Division II football, California Southern Division II football. That is impressive. He's also second in most PATs made, 41 out of 45 PATs.
Which is mainly because that Notre Dame kicker, main guy, Cameron Sheriff Fontaine.
That was a handoff to number 28, Alex Ortobito. Enough for, no, not the first down. No, yes, the first down. They're moving the chains. First down, Chaminade. Impressive run. Alex Ortobito has been impressive today. He's had a bunch of solid runs.
Definitely in this defensive line of Notre Dame, as we see another run
and
going.
He's gone. Another handoff to Alex Ortobito. And he gets taken down around inside the red zone by number 7, Justin Horton. Alex Ortobito has been impressive tonight for Chaminade.
This defensive line really needs to wake up. They have really not made any impact on the game, have not been stopping the runs. As we see there, that run up the left side, really open gap. Notre Dame defense, I know they have it, but it's tough. They gotta get it right.
On the year, Alex Ortobito has 83 carries for 470 yards. And it looks like number 21, Blake Sullivan, gets nowhere on that run. So it'll be second down, Chaminade in the red zone.
Now this is really tough for the Notre Dame. And it sounds crazy, but it's a good test for them. They really need to test their defensive line, their secondary, and their linebackers, their whole defense in these red zone situations. And let's see what happens here. Oh, and he runs up the middle.
Handoff to, again, number 28, Alex Ortobito. He's getting a lot of carries tonight. He's probably have over 100 yards tonight. He's doing great so far.
Definitely, and I'd bet that a receiver has over 100 yards too, because this Chaminade offense, they've been going pass, run, maybe another run, pass. They've just been switching it up.
It's now third down for Chaminade. I don't think they'll be content with a field goal. They came all the way down here to score a touchdown, not a field goal.
As they run, and that defensive line for Notre Dame getting it done when they needed it most. This is great for Notre Dame.
That was number 21, Blake Sullivan. And again, they're going to bring out the field goal team. If I were the head coach, it's too close to not score a touchdown. And if they don't score, so what? Notre Dame has terrible field position. A sack would get them a safety.
Definitely. And that's just a matter of what Cooper Meek can do there. But we see number 40, Chase Meyer, coming out for the kick. Should be an easy one for him.
Goal. Here it is from about 22 yards out, and he makes it. So that makes the game 21-10. Notre Dame Knights over Chaminade Eagles.
Definitely, we have 9 minutes left in this third quarter. A lot of football left. Can Notre Dame, with Cooper Meek at its leadership, take it down the field, get a touchdown, get a field goal? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, we want to focus on a player, and that, of course, is the player we talked about before the game, the player that we've been talking about the whole game, and that's Christian Grubb. He has just been dominating for this Notre Dame offense and defensive positions. He's just a beast, like we were saying. There's really not much you can do to stop the speed and the strength that he has.
Speaking of Christian Grubb, he's deep for the kickoff. Christian Grubb, he's not just a football player, he's also an insane track and field star, being one of the fastest last year. So here we go with number 10, Jack Oswald, with the kickoff after that field goal. And here's the kick. And finally, it will be reaching Christian Grubb. And he's going to take it out. You see this, we can show you this speed right here. He gets hit by his own. Oh, he's still up.
He's
still
out.
Up, and
He is
he's
gone.
Christian Grubb with the kickoff return.
He's stumbling, but he has got it. Notre Dame High School for the kick return. Let's get it poppin', baby.
That's 3 touchdowns, Christian. Let's go.
That'll be 27-10 Notre Dame.
That is great. They made it seem like he was down for the count, but he comes out and he gets the touchdown. Notre Dame's special teams has been really good this year. They've just, starting with Cameron Sheriff-Foxian, and now after that return, Notre Dame, great return. It's going down as a 96-yard return.
Wow. Now, we don't see a lot of kick returns in this high school football scene, and that was a pretty good one. That's a pro scene return, if I do say so myself. And going back to the track and field aspect of it, Coach Joe McNabb, the assistant varsity coach and head coach of track and field, is in his 38th year at Notre Dame High School coaching track and field and football, like I just said. And he is a big reason that this Notre Dame team is in their athletic ability, their speed. It's a big thanks to him.
As you can see in that replay, it looked like he was down, but Chaminade, they got to work on that tackling if they're trying to go to the playoffs, because they just let him go.
Definitely.
That was great awareness by Christian Grubb, realizing that, man, I'm not down. I can keep running.
Yeah, you can never quit in football, and we saw Christian Grubb not quit there.
I don't know if you guys saw, but when he reached about the 50-yard line, he was on his turbos. That was a great return. You can see how fast he was, as we were talking about.
Yeah,
This track and field year is going to be a good one for Notre Dame.
definitely. And sign-ups were last week for Notre Dame track and field. But it was this week, actually.
It was yesterday, actually.
Yesterday. So this track and field season is starting. Big thanks to Coach Joe McNabb and Coach Garcia, our strength coach, for getting these players ready.
Oh, and Michael Earhart gets cracked by number 84, Mike Aguirre Jr., the junior.
Yeah. Now, Mike Aguirre, he's a big help to this team, just trying to do what he can to help his team out and get some W's. He's a great guy off the field and is a very smart guy and is an example for this team about a great leader and a great player.
Now, track and field is definitely one of the most popular sports at Notre Dame. I was watching all the kids who went in the meeting and went out. Honestly, there's about 150 kids trying out for track and field.
Because they know what this program does for our students, our aspiring athletes and track and field stars.
That was number 21, Blake Sullivan with the run. Gets a few yards there. Second down, Chaminade.
As we see 17 Stevens trying to get his team back into this. 28-10.
Another handoff to Blake Sullivan. Same outcome, but he gets closer this time. It is third down, Chaminade.
Now, I'm not going to lie, we've been doubting this Notre Dame team a little bit today. They sometimes haven't seemed like they've been wanting to be there at some points in this game, but you can tell that they're feeling the love from the castle and from the fans. As that's a tackle for a loss by Jake Moore, the sophomore.
That was exactly what we were talking about. He hasn't woken up that much this game, but after that tackle, Notre Dame's back. After that return, actually, Notre Dame, if you saw the sideline, they were going crazy.
Definitely, and it's tough sometimes when your team isn't performing how you want it to be, like Notre Dame was, unfortunately, at the start of this game. But the Castle was ballistic when Christian Grubb took that for 96 yards.
Deep for Notre Dame is number 24, Mikhail Broussard. Oh, and it's a fake.
And he
he's
gets
brought
him.
down by number 3, Sean Guyton. That is great field position for Notre Dame. They're in the red zone after special teams. This is exactly what we were talking about. This special teams is great.
When the Knights get rolling, there is no stop. It is 28-10. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Notre Dame versus Chaminade.
And it looks like number 28, Alex Orcabito, he does not look right on the sideline, as we can see from our view right here.
Definitely a little shaken up on that after that play.
So here comes Cooper Meek in the backfield with number 27, Maurice Johnson. Gained Christian Grubb a breather after that insane run.
And he
Maurice
goes.
Johnson goes up the middle for a few yards. Second down, Notre Dame.
It's tough when you get wrapped up like that. That doesn't happen a lot for Maurice Johnson. He's a tough guy and a fast guy, and it's hard to stop him, but unfortunately they were able to there.
So here comes the second down, 2nd and 6 to be exact. Maurice Johnson is in the backfield again with Cooper Meek. Cooper Meek hasn't really been under center this game. He's been more in the shotgun. Wonder why. Up the middle to Maurice Johnson. Oh, and he's still up, but it's good enough for Chaminade to get down. So it looks like Notre Dame, first down Notre Dame. It looks like they'll be inside the 5. That was a great run by Maurice Johnson.
Definitely, and I think a big reason they haven't been under center a lot this game is number 56, senior Erich Austin. 3 sacks on the year. Definitely a scary sight to see with the inside linebackers that are able to rush down.
Giving it to Maurice Johnson again, and he gets nothing there. And he's taken down by number 5, Jonathan Thomas. Senior facing his last regular season game.
Definitely, and that should be second down here, I think.
Yes, second down.
Second and goal from the 3, as previously just said. This is a great game so far for the Knights, showing courage and not quitting when times are tough.
Here comes the second down play. The scoreboard's kind of messed up. Another handoff to Maurice Johnson,
And
it's good enough for the touchdown. Touchdown, Notre Dame. It is 34-10, Notre Dame. Notre Dame has finally come out and woken up.
And here comes the band, ecstatic. The castle ecstatic, the fans ecstatic. This is the football they've been waiting for, and this is the football that Notre Dame is giving them. Great football by Notre Dame and a great run by number 27, Maurice Johnson, the junior.
So here comes that extra point attempt from number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine. And it is good, of course.
Sheriff-Fontaine, of course, being very reliable for this Notre Dame team.
It is now 35-10. Notre Dame Knights over Chaminade Eagles. With 5 minutes left in the third quarter. This has been a great third quarter for Notre Dame. Hopefully they can keep it up through the rest of the game and maybe play some of their backup players who don't see the field that much. But after all these seniors leaving, next year is going to be their year. So they should get ready for next year.
Definitely. And you know what I'd like to see, Duke? Number 12, Toby Baclayon. If they have a comfortable lead, if they're not worried about Chaminade coming back, Toby Baclayon, I'd love to see him play because he is a senior and he did lose his starting job this year to Cooper Meek. For a good reason, of course. He was obviously the better quarterback, but it's senior night and I would like to see him play.
Unfortunately, Toby Baclayan's hurt. He's been hurt most of the season. So here comes the kickoff from number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine.
Hey, at least he's with his team.
That's right. And it's taken up by number 7, Jalen Fisher. Jalen Fisher wants to beat Christian Grubb. And he is, taken down by number 38, Jacob Moore. Did you see Jacob Moore's speed? Man, oh man, he reached up and got him. Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine almost had him though.
And who wouldn't want to be like Christian Grubb getting it done for the Knights today?
That's right. So here it comes. First down for Chaminade on their own 45-yard line.
Now Chaminade, I think there's around 20 minutes of football left in this game. I think they need to go fast-paced like they were doing before because it was working and get this ball down the field for a touchdown.
Speaking of trying to put in some backups, I think they should put in the freshman, number 15. We don't have him on our rosters, but I think he should go on the field. Normally a JV player got called up after Toby Baclayan got injured.
Now we see 2nd and 2 for Chaminade here. in the shotgun. No running backs behind him. Fakes it. Wide open, number 8. And he's gone. Justin Horton might not be able to catch him, and he doesn't.
Down. Touchdown number 8, Michael Earhart. And number 15's name is Zachary Siskowick.
Now this is definitely what Chaminade needed. Like I said, fast-paced, getting the ball down the field. I think that was a botched read by the secondary. I couldn't see it. I didn't see it until he caught the ball, but that's definitely very, very big for number 8, Michael Earhart, the senior.
So here comes the extra point by number 40, Chase Meyer.
Lines it up. Here comes the kick.
And it is good. It is now 35-17. Notre Dame Knights over Chaminade Eagles. That was just some bad defense by Notre Dame. It just shows that football is a game of inches. They had one defensive play is all it takes to ruin a game, really. As you can see on that play when they allowed the touchdown.
And the Eagles, for most of the game, not currently maybe, but for most of the game, they've seemed to be, like more mentally in it than Notre Dame. Notre Dame has been obviously having more skills and putting up more points, but Chaminade seems to have some more mental toughness here, whether that be with the penalties or keeping their head up with the score, because it is 35-17. That's an 18-point difference. It's going to be tough for them to bring back, but if they can keep up this positive attitude, Notre Dame needs to watch out.
So here comes the kickoff from number 40, Chase Meyer. Again, Chaminade has 3 different kickers. If I were them, I wouldn't have that many kickers. I'd save some roster spots for some usable players like a linebacker, running back. So here comes Christian Grubb again. Christian Grubb again.
Cuts over. Brought down. Christian Grubb showing out for senior night. Of course, making his legacy known, saying that he deserves a spot in the Sports Hall of Fame here at Notre Dame.
So Christian Grubb hits it up to about the 38-yard line. Solid return, but not as solid as that last return that he had.
Again, 96 yards. Totally botched play by Chaminade a couple drives ago.
Bunch of missed tackles on that play. Bunch of them. So here comes Cooper Meek in the backfield with number 23, Christian Grubb. My bad, number 27, Maurice Johnson.
Running. Again, that power run by Maurice Johnson is deadly. That strength and the speed, it's a killer combination.
And that was a first down run by number 27, Maurice Johnson. Or Wade Johnson, however you want to call him.
Now, Cooper Meek, I hope they test his arm here. They've been running the ball way too much. I think they got to switch it up here. Let's see what they do.
It's a handoff to number 27, Maurice Johnson again. He gets stopped. That was a great tackle by number 32, Blake Onsalados. So, Blake Onsalados, man, oh man, can he play. Having a bunch of tackles tonight. Great job.
And that's around 2 yards for Maurice Johnson. I'm going to keep saying it. Notre Dame needs to throw the ball. They can't be scared by one interception that Cooper Meek had in, I believe, the first or second quarter. They got to throw the ball and change up their offense, switch it up a little, you know?
And they're probably going to hand it off here. Yep. This time to Mikael Broussard. Stays on his feet. Again with these missed tackles.
Now, again, this is Rooney's regular offense that he likes to run. But again, they need to throw the ball. They need to test out Cooper's arm, which he obviously has one. He's just not been able to show it off here on senior night. Maybe a combination of Mikael Broussard and Christian Grubb because it is senior night. But if they want to stay in this game, they got to switch up the offense a little bit.
Speaking of Rooney liking to run the ball, I mean, having these three great running backs, I wouldn't see why not. But finally, we did a pass by Cooper Mead, and it's a short one to Maurice Johnson. There's a penalty on the play. And it's holding on the offense. They're going to bring it back. Probably still be third down.
I'm sorry, but it is almost getting ridiculous at this point with the amount of penalties that Notre Dame has been having tonight. They really got to change that if they want to have a shot at doing well in the playoffs.
It looks like, yep, there's going to be holding on the offense, and it's declined.
I wonder why.
Because they will not replay the drive. They will not replay the play. So it's fourth down, Notre Dame. That was a smart play by the coach, realizing that, hey, they still get the ball.
Definitely, and I think they're going to keep Cooper out here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Notre Dame up 35-17 against Chaminade Eagles from West Hills.
Fourth down. Big play for Notre Dame to see if they can capitalize. Chaminade's probably expecting the run, but I think it's going to be a pass.
And we'll see. If it is a pass, it's definitely a play action.
Looks like they're waiting for.
And there's a flag down. I think that's a delay of game.
They're just trying to take the delay game, see if they can get a jump. Smart play. Don't want to force anything. That's another penalty on Notre Dame, but they wanted that penalty. So it's not, it still goes down as a penalty, but they wanted it, so it's not as bad.
Definitely, Cooper would not snap the ball there, I think. Yeah, number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine coming out. Maybe give him a little space for the punt. Maybe not get too
That's
close.
exactly why.
We'll see what happens here.
In the back and deep for Chaminade is number 7, Jalen Fisher. He's been the returnman all night. Here's the punt. Solid punt.
Looks pretty good. Fair catch. Oh, it's fumbled.
Oh, he gets
But
it.
he gets it, but he gets it, but he gets it. A little close there for Chaminade. Too close for comfort, maybe. But Chaminade is going to start out with the ball on the 28-yard line with a minute, 54 seconds left in this third quarter. Still a lot of football again. Let's see what they can do here.
It's going to be first down for the Chaminade Eagles. Let's see what happens.
Now, again, they need to go with this fast-paced offense that Notre Dame, unfortunately, has not been able to stop tonight. If they do that, I think they're going to be in the clear.
Just a little Dodgers score update. The Dodger game is going into extra innings.
Wow.
Tied 1-1. As that ball was deflected by number 85, Adrian Aguirre. Second down, Notre Dame. I mean, Chaminade, my bad.
Now, Chaminade being in Division I football and Notre Dame being at the top of Division II, what do you think have been the big differences in how they play tonight?
Well, Chaminade, you can see the fast tempo. Oh, he fakes it long, and it's no good. Intended for number 7, Jalen Fisher. Well, I think you can see that Chaminade, they like to go fast tempo, and they just like to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Whereas Notre Dame likes to do the same, but not as fast. But I feel like Chaminade, they're a solid team, but I feel like they're still kind of a D2 team, like Notre Dame.
Definitely, as Notre Dame is up by 18 points at around the end of the third quarter. Now we see Stevens
Empty
here.
backfield for Stevens.
Coming back.
And
It's picked off.
By number 5, Andre Bray. Great field position for Notre Dame. Cooper Meek is surprised that he's back on the field, but he's happy. He does not want that defense on the field.
Definitely, that was a botched hook route on the left side of the field. He came back for the ball as you would in the hook, making a hook in the route, but that was botched and thrown over his head a little bit. Easy interception for number 5, Andre Bray, the senior, giving Notre Dame that great field position.
Chaminade's Ryan Stevens is really showing like what he's really made of. That's his 3rd interception on the game. They might want to take him out and explore some new quarterbacks, like number 16, Jack Castillo.
Definitely one of those being a pick six as Cooper Meek keeps it.
Up the middle
And is
for and he gets dropped by number 32, Blake Ontolados.
I think that might be a, nope, just going over to check the play, keep up with his coach.
Second down, Notre Dame.
Now we got 1 minute left in this third quarter. Notre Dame Knights up 36 points to Chaminade Eagles 17. Let's see what happens. Second and 10.
This has been a really eventful third quarter. Notre Dame has really showed up. Notre Dame started this half with 14 points. Now they have 35.
Cooper Meek
So
keeps
they
it,
scored
throws
3
it.
touchdowns this quarter.
Definitely.
That was intended for number 88, Henry Deacons. It is completed. Third down, Notre Dame with 44 seconds left in the game. Clock is counting down.
Definitely, and if Notre Dame can't get this here, which, might happen, 3rd and 7 is kind of a lot. They always got the leg of Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine, who Notre Dame has really depended on in this game.
Maurice Johnson in the backfield with number 16, Cooper Meek. Might just be a run to finish out this third quarter.
And you're right.
Oh no, it's keeper.
Oh, keeps it, runs.
He's trying to make something. He gets something. I don't know if it's enough for a first down.
5 seconds left as Cooper Meek did run out of bounds.
And it is a first down. They are moving the chains.
First down, as previously mentioned. Now this is big for Notre Dame as they were able to avoid that 7-yard third down, and they got 5 seconds left in this third quarter to maybe figure something out, maybe do a run play.
Probably just a run play to finish out the quarter. Don't want anything bad to happen. Here comes the play. Maurice Johnson in the backfield.
Takes it.
And it's a handoff. Yes, it is a handoff to Maurice Johnson.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Notre Dame Knights up 35 to Chaminade Eagles 17. The fourth quarter will start with Notre Dame having a third down and around 8 with the ball on the 9-yard line of Chaminade.
That is right. And remember to get your BSU Otter Pop sign every Friday after school. 50 cents a piece. Otter Pop.
Definitely, and again, come out to Midnight Madness at the end of the Notre Dame varsity football game if you're in the area, Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, Sherman Oaks area. It's going to be a great time. There's going to be prizes, 3-point contest, dunk contest, and an open scrimmage to start out this season for the Notre Dame Knights varsity basketball squad led by Zaire Williams.
Zaire Williams and Julian Rishwin, who committed to Boston College a month ago. Congratulations to him.
And Zaire Williams, being such a high scouted player he is, has been traveling around to different colleges, recently at UCLA and UNC where Michael Jordan went. Should be very interesting to follow his scouting process and his junior year going into his senior year.
Zaire is a 4-star player. He's the best 4-star player for this class of 2020. Hoping to be a 5-star soon, and it's a run up the side by number 24, Mikel Broussard. Looks like it's going to be about second down. My bad, third down. Third down Knights, let's see what they can do. 3rd and 7, same as last time. And last time they were able to convert and get the first down.
Now this should be very interesting. Do they go with the run that they've been doing multiple times today, or switch it up with a play action pass or a shotgun pass? Let's see what happens.
Let's see if they give the wide receivers a chance. Wide receivers really haven't had anything to do. Low snap, it's keeper by Cooper Meek. Throws it, and it's complete to number 88, Henry Deacons. Does not look like enough for the first down.
Jeremy Zuniga with the tackle for Chaminade.
And it's not enough. Looks like they might just keep the, oh nope, they're bringing out the kicking team for Notre Dame, led by number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine. Oh wait, my bad. It looks like Cooper Meek is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Is Cooper Meek gonna kick the field goal? Let's see
Maybe
what
just to
happens.
sneak up, and that's exactly what they do. Touchdown. Oh,
I think there's a timeout before the play.
Timeout call.
timeout called
Man.
by Notre Dame.
Oh, Chaminade.
Chaminade.
And I think they would have got it there. So that's a good call for Chaminade.
That is. Wow. Chaminade just saved the touchdown on that play. Let's see what Notre Dame can do after not getting that after a timeout.
Wow. So this is very, very interesting here for the Knights. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What are they going to do to be able to score and solidify this W against Chaminade? Duke, what do you think?
I think they just stay how they've been playing and avoid those penalties. I remember boys soccer tryouts are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30. Come out if you are trying to be on the boys soccer team. So here it comes. Oh, they're going to bring out Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine for the field goal, hoping for it to be 38-17, and it's going to be 38-17, Notre Dame.
I mean, do we even have to question Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine after this? Great performance, multiple field goals, multiple extra points.
That's right.
As the band plays, it is 38-17, 10 minutes left. Notre Dame up against Chaminade.
It's been a really great game so far. Hoping that Notre Dame can bring out the freshman quarterback.
Definitely, that'd be very interesting. Get him some experience, as he might be their long-term plan in the future, of course, because he is a freshman now, maybe junior, senior. He's pulled up to VAR permanently.
He did get bring up from JV, freshman on JV, because Coach Rooney does not allow freshmen on varsity. But he got called up, so I guess he's allowing it.
And I kind of like that. Let them get used to the school, get used to the high school football setting. What do you think about that?
I do. If I was a high school athlete, I want to learn more of like the playbook and start JV first year, and then go varsity and just stay on varsity. So here comes the kickoff. Number 17, Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine.
He's got a wide, he's kind of far from the ball. I think it's going to go into the post. Oh, but it doesn't.
And it looks like it's a squib.
Oh,
it's almost in. And it's recovered
Notre Dame
by
gets
number
the
10,
ball.
Aiden Scheinfeld. I'm telling you, this special teams is something for Notre Dame.
Wow, what a quick turnaround as Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine is running to the other side of the field to pick up his stand for the ball.
That was a great kick by Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine, and the offense is back on the field.
Of course it was a great kick, but it was more of a fault by Chaminade there. Went straight through his arms. Really nothing you can do. Aiden Shinfield picks up the ball, and Cooper Meek and this Notre Dame offense gets the ball back, and they're ready to compete.
So here comes Cooper Meek in the offense, helping the score, and it's a handoff. Oh!
He is taken down,
He gets
and
nailed
he's saying something to him,
by Blake Anselato.
and he's down.
That was Anselatos. Christian Grubb is not okay.
He is not. He needs to stay down.
There should be a targeting call on that. I don't know if you saw the head in that.
And also, he was talking over him. You cannot be doing that. Blake Onsalatos, that's just not cool. You would think more would come from a 3-star recruit, but I guess there's no sportsmanship at the end of this game. Chaminade may be a little salty because of their suspected L they might take.
So here you can see a replay of what happened. From my view, it looked like a targeting, but I'm not sure.
I was looking through my stats. I was not able to see the call, but I definitely heard it. It was a tough
Yeah,
hit.
you see? Head hit right. The top of Blake Onsolato's head hit straight on Christian Grubb's face mask, and that is a targeting.
Wow, that's crazy that they didn't call it. This is brought to you for the replay by Notre Dame Sports Network. Able to see that play there back.
Shout out to Valentina with the replay, controlling replay tonight
Yeah,
for the Sports Network.
definitely Sports Network. We've been working very hard this year. Definitely more games to
season?
come. Yeah.
Next season we got basketball and soccer, so stay tuned for that. And it's another big tackle by number 5, Jonathan Thomas, bringing Mikel Broussard way back. You can see Christian Grubb, he's laying on the trainer's table. Does not look that good after that hit. Or
Yeah.
kind of that targeting.
Probably has a concussion. Blake Onsolatos, he's a big hitter, which comes with the linebacker position, of course. Big, strong guy. Next couple days might be rough for Christian Grubb. But hey, he's had a monster game today, so if he goes out now, it'll be like he's played the whole game with the stats he's been having.
Blake Onsolatos, he led the state. He came in second in state tackles, and here's that long ball that we have from Cooper Mead. Not good enough, though. So Blake Onsolatos, his sophomore year, he was second in total tackles in the state of California. So, yeah, he knows how to tackle, you can say.
Yeah, he obviously got lucky with that call there, no targeting. Usually wraps up the opponent, but went straight full on there.
It looks like they're going to punt it away on 4th down with Cameron Sheriff-Altian. Hopefully this great special teams can make something happen. Deep for Chaminade is number 7, Jalen Fisher. Snap. Jalen Fisher's going for it, and he just lets it go. And it looks like it's gonna be inside the 5.
Wow.
That's a great punt by Cameron Sheriff-Altian.
Sheriff-Altian, of course, like many other players, making his legacy known. Dependent on him for kicking and punting positions. That's a pro kick right there. I'm sorry, pro punt right there. Being able to pinpoint where you wanted to go, getting it inside the 5. That's really, really impressive.
That's right. So here comes the Chaminade offense from inside the 5. Or on the 5-yard line, sorry. Here's
Takes
the
it.
snap. And it's a inside slant directly inside the middle. Taken down by number 24, Mikel Broussard.
As we can see, Christian Grubb back on the sideline, maybe a little wobbly, trying to explain the hit that happened. But he seems all right. He seems ready to come back in.
I think Rooney will not play Christian Grubb because Notre Dame has sort of secured the win. So for playoffs, because we probably won't make it after this game, for playoffs, he just wants him to be healthy and just does not want any more injuries.
Definitely, and I think they might take his helmet away from him to ensure that he can't play anymore. But we'll see what happens.
Here's the pass. Oh, and he's destroyed by number 85, Adrian Aguirre. He gets destroyed by him.
Maybe a
Man,
little payback for what happened to Christian Grubb, of course.
Maybe.
Defending on the play, number 3, Sean Guyton.
So here comes the 3rd down. And
Recognizing.
it's another outside pass. It's completed to number 7, Jalen Fisher. Taken down by number 3, Sean Guyton for Notre Dame. And it's 1st down, Chaminade. Chaminade's hoping to get something for this drive. And it's fake to number 22. It's completed to number 22, Jonathan Burton. I've noticed how different these two teams are because Notre Dame, they like to focus on the run, but Chaminade, they like to focus on the pass. So don't know. Maybe in practice, Cooper Mead had to throw a lot for this defense to get ready.
Definitely. That's Notre Dame. That's a
It's
deep
a
pass.
long ball. And it's incomplete, intended for number 8, Michael Earhart.
Stevens a little too strong on that play, a little too far. I don't know if he would have got that, if it was like in the right position. Sean Guyton was in the right
Defending that.
position, yeah, defending very well. So that could have been a game changer if that was connected.
So just Sean Guyton doing ready for this play. It's a option kept by number 17 Ryan Stevens.
There's a flag.
We have a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is.
Carried by Ryan Stevens, tackle on the play made by Jordan Smith of Notre Dame.
Let's see.
Face
mask
defense.
on the defense. Wow.
Man, we really need to figure things out. These penalties are killing us. Even
Face
though,
mask.
yeah, we are up 21 points, 3 touchdowns, but still, you should not lose your discipline this late into a game.
So that'd be a 5-yard penalty. It's now first down, Chaminade, after that penalty. So Chaminade gets the first down without doing anything.
Takes
There's a
it.
pass. Another
Oh.
long ball. Oh, and Sean Guyton accidentally trips it up. There's no
call.
Because it looked like it was accidental, but there should be a call for pass interference.
And we see that sportsmanship by Mikael Broussard helping the other team up.
Helping out number 22, Jonathan Burton.
Definitely patting him off, helping him up, making sure he's all right.
So it is second down for Chaminade. Chaminade's been going for the deep passes. Oh, and we see number 30. No, never mind.
Picked
And
off
intercepted
by Sean
number 3,
Guyton.
Sean Guyton. And he is
Gone!
gone.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Second
Pick
pick
6.
six of the game. Man,
Man.
they should take out number 17, Ryan Stevens. He's struggled this entire game.
Stevens having a lot of trouble, as we see on the replay there. Look at the vertical on that play by Sean Guyton, getting up, getting that
It
interception,
was a
and
direct
taking it to
pass
the zone.
Direct pass to Sean Guyton. You can see the play.
Recognizes, leaps up, gets it, and he is gone for the Notre Dame touchdown with Cameron
That's a really
Sheriff-Fontaine.
bad way to go out for number 17, Ryan Stevens. This is his senior year, so that's his last game.
I believe that's either 4 or 5 interceptions on the game.
Oh, and it's a direct kick, but it's good enough for the extra point. So it's now 45-17, Notre Dame.
Wow, and Notre Dame, of course, they had that slow start, unsure of whether they were going to get it done against a lower-rated opponent, but Notre Dame showing their true colors, 45-17, with around 7 minutes left.
You see,
in
I
the
don't
fourth
really
quarter.
know how Ryan Stevens did not see that, because Ryan Stevens was, Sean Guyton was right there waiting for it.
Definitely, and we have a score update on the Dodgers game, World Series Game 3.
Still 1-1, bottom of the 10.
Should be an exciting game, but let's get back to football, huh?
We'll give you the score updates if there's anything.
Sheriff-Fontaine getting the ball ready, warming up his team. In the 2 hits on the legs, 2 claps. Let's go, baby. Notre Dame football. Here we go. Sheriff-Fontaine going back for the kick. Duke, what do you think Sheriff-Fontaine would say about how this game is going so far?
He would be glad with his performance, not necessarily with his team's penalties. Be glad with the win, it looks like. And we have a whistle blown.
I think there's a
Deep for
timeout.
Chaminade is number 7, Jalen Fisher.
but there seems to be a timeout or something on the play.
Maybe a
Referees are meeting.
false start by Notre Dame.
I think so, maybe. We'll see what happens. Ball originally spotted on the 40. It's going to stay there. Unsure what happened there. But the band will definitely get started again and get playing again.
They
as
don't
we
have
will
a
resume.
call for us. Huh.
Now the band gets started again. Sheriff-Fontaine ready to kick it off.
Here comes the kickoff from Sheriff-Team. And it's going to be, Jalen Phillips wanted to take it out, but high school rules do not allow you to take it out once it goes back in.
Yeah, he tripped up a little there, but that's all right. As number 84, Mike Aguirre is getting into a little pushing, but he backs off.
So here we go. And Ryan Stevens is back on the field for Chaminade. If I was them, I would think about the future, because this is in the past now. They gotta visit their other quarterbacks and see what they can do. The other quarterbacks are Isaac Gallegos and Jack Castillo.
Now, are any of those quarterbacks seniors?
Just Ryan
as a long
Stevens.
ball,
Deep, and it's no good.
just Ryan Stevens. So like you
Intended
were
for
saying,
number 9, Tyler Day.
they need to explore. Stevens is going to be done with this program as it is his last year. They need to explore what their future plans are for quarterback. You know, they have those 2 other quarterbacks. Put them in, let them get used to the varsity scene, and let them get a little early practice before they're starting for the Chaminade team, as he's wide open.
And there's a
There's a fumble. I think they retained
and
possession.
it was number 7, Justin Horton, who forced the fumble. He tackled his helmet right on the helmet.
Definitely using the crown of his helmet, not for targeting, but to hit the ball out. Because when you got that helmet hitting you in the arms, that hurts, and you're going to let go of the ball. Owen Larson, who was a big target today, lets go of the ball, but he gets it back.
Oh, and Jacob Moore with the tackle for loss. He was right there for that tackle. That was great for Jacob Moore.
Yeah, Jacob Moore. I'm excited to see what happens in 2 years when I'm gone from Notre Dame and he's tearing it up as a senior.
Same with Cooper Meek.
Exactly.
So it's 3rd down, Chaminade. Holding on, Chaminade. That was the call, and it's declined by Notre Dame. So it'll be 4th down, Notre Dame.
It's going to be
4th down for the Eagles, my bad.
And around 2 with around 7 minutes left.
And it
Notre
looks
Dame.
like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
45-17 Notre Dame.
Empty backfield. Oh, we got another timeout, Notre Dame.
Coach McNabb looking to talk with his defense. Doesn't look mad, but just trying to make sure that they don't lose their stamina and their toughness, you know. Now again, Knights, you need to pick up the shirts made by Sophia Kaplanis, directly helping out St. Jude's. All right, guys, from October 29th to November 2nd, buy a St. Jude's t-shirt designed by Sophia Kaplanis for only $15. This is sponsored by the Christian Leadership class, supporting a very great cause and scientific research for children's cancer. Definitely going to a great cause.
So here comes the Notre Dame defense, waiting for Chaminade's offense to come out. And they're going to keep Ryan Stevens in for this 4th down. And Ryan Stevens has an empty backfield for this 4th down play. 4th and 2.
Now, Duke, what do you think Coach McNabb might want a little more from the defense? Because they've been doing pretty good today, but what else would help?
Oh, well, I mean, that missed tackle right there. That
Maybe
might be some
making
of it.
tackles.
That's another missed tackle. And that is a touchdown by number 32, Blake Otsalatos. He does it all, but mostly on defense. He can still do some receiver. Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
Might be
and
coming
it's
back,
all the way down.
but no.
Ryan Stevens was saying to decline it, so.
Or I think it might be on the
And
defense.
it's on the defense, so
Yeah.
they're going to decline it, and that's a touchdown, Chaminade.
Wow. Maybe Blake Stevens getting back into the game, but I still think with around 6 minutes left, they explore different options and move on from Blake Stevens. I'm sorry, Ryan Stevens.
Blake Otsalatos is really getting the Chaminade crowd hyped up. He was doing the eating the cereal thing.
Oh, Zeke Elliott. Now this Chaminade crowd, as a lot of them have traveled to Notre Dame today, they're still hyped up and ready for this football game.
And the extra point is good. It is now 45-24, Notre Dame.
Again, 45-25, Notre Dame. That's a 20-point difference. Can they do anything? Probably not. But this Chaminade crowd and this Chaminade team, they're keeping their heads up, and you got to respect that. Now, Duke, besides Christian Grubb, because that's an obvious answer because of how good he's been doing today, who do you think has been one of Notre Dame's biggest factors?
Well, I'm actually going to choose 5 players, and that's the offensive line. This offensive line tonight has not allowed anything on their quarterback. That is something that I'd like to see. They don't want their quarterback to be hurt. And if you watch NDTV for the homecoming special, they did a little bit, or a little skit, that they were protecting Cooper Meek wherever he went. Wherever he went to the cafeteria, the restroom, everything. It was a funny thing, but it's actually what they do on the football field.
Definitely reflects onto the field, like you said, as you're getting ready for the kickoff. Notre Dame suspecting an onside kick as they do, and gets it.
And it's fine. It is caught by number 8, Stephen Hepting.
Wow, that could have been bad for Notre Dame, but he was able to actually catch the onside kick, which is very impressive.
So here comes first down for Notre Dame. And it looks like they're going to keep Cooper Meek on the field.
I can't really be mad at that. Cooper Meek is your star quarterback. Maybe you're unsure of what the freshman might do, but it's not a terrible choice for Rooney here.
It's a handoff to Christian Grubb. Christian Grubb's back in the game. Wow, that's a surprise.
Again, by that dirty hit by senior outside linebacker Blake Ontolanos. Very happy that he's back in this game and doing well. I thought he would have had a concussion.
For sure, for sure. The Dodger game is going to the 11th inning for Game 3 of the World Series against the Red Sox, tied 1-1.
Should be very interesting here. Now number 13, Noah Saha, going as a wide receiver position on the outside. I think they run it his way as he blocks the cornerback. Let's see what happens.
Cooper Meek is wasting some clock. Still 5 minutes left in this football game. And it's a handoff. It looks like to number 23, Christian Grubb.
Yeah, like you said, wasting some time here, chewing the clock. They're gonna wait for the play clock to get down to maybe 2 or 3 seconds to snap the ball, keep it on the ground so that it won't go out of bounds. Smart for Notre Dame. Then we see Tadashi Butler, number 79, coming out here, possibly for offensive line position.
Yeah, Tadashi Butler is listed as an offensive line as well, not just a DN.
And Notre Dame's gonna.
Oh, and it's a false start.
Would have been a cool play
by
there.
Number 85, Adrian Aguirre.
Adrian Aguirre has been tearing it up this game. It sucks he's got to get that false start penalty like the countless amount of penalties that there's been today.
Coach McNabb has something to say to Adrian Aguirre. He is not happy, to say the least.
Yeah, you'll get that right, to say the least. When Coach McNabb is angry, he's going to let you know about it, but that's definitely for the better of the players, making sure that they can make mistakes, but they just don't make the same mistake twice.
So Tadashi Butler is out of the game now. So it's just a one-time thing.
As they rush.
Oh, and it's given to Christian Grubb. He has blockers, including Daniel Fitzmaurice.
Too fast.
He's still on his feet.
Trucks the guy.
And it was a solid 30-yard gain on that run by Christian Grubb. We've been talking about him all game. I think our performance players, key players for the game, has been correct. Blake Oncelados for Chaminade and Christian Grubb for what's the school called? Notre Dame.
Good one, Duke. And Christian Grubb obviously shaking off that suspected concussion that he had. I guess he's totally fine. Coach Kramer, who's been an athletic trainer for many years here, has cleared him. As we get a referee timeout, let's see what happens.
4 minutes left in this football game. Second half has been really entertaining. First half was some good football, some good challenging football. But this second half has just been all big plays.
Definitely, like you said, this is the first half is what diehard fans really like to see, but the second half is what
everyone likes.
It's what everyone likes to see, a dominant performance by Notre Dame High School.
So we're waiting on what's happening.
Is it lightning?
We don't know. Some of these weather channel people, not the best. Let's just say. It looks like they're going to need it with 3 minutes
I think
left.
that might be the same play that they were about to run the last time with Mikel Broussard at the same position that he was as he got the pitch.
Are
Is it
they
the same thing?
It's first down. Oh no, they're going to
QB sneak. All right.
QB
not
sneak
sure.
on 1st and 10.
Not sure about that. Regardless, it's a run. It's gonna waste some time. So, not terrible for this Notre Dame offense, as there's 3 minutes and currently around 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Maybe this is where they can get in Zachary Siskowick.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to see him play. It's Notre Dame at 45, Chaminade 24.
They're going to do the same thing. Oh no, it's a pitch by Mikel Broussard. And he's gone!
He's gone.
Touchdown Notre Dame! Touchdown Mikel Broussard! This
Notre
is why
Dame.
he just got accepted into the Army All-American game.
Wow, that is awesome to see. So that was the play that Tadashi Butler was originally going to be a part of, but Notre Dame decided, hey, we can still run it. We're
And
trusting.
Tadashi Butler was actually in that play.
Oh, he
Sorry
was.
for cutting you off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they ran the same play again, did a couple little plays in between that to maybe switch up Chaminade's mind, but now they're back to it. That'll be 51-24 Notre Dame.
52-24 with the extra point made by Cameron Sheriff-Fontaine.
48 remaining. 52-24.
As you can- Okay, so this game has been great. Please make sure that you keep on watching NDSN, Notre Dame Sports Network, for our next season to see the boys basketball team led by Zaire Williams. That's going to be a must-watch games for when he's playing.
Definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe and maybe turn on notifications for the next time we do go live, or
That's right.
game schedules, of course, are on ndhs.org. That's the school website. Maybe in the athletics tab of the page, but you'll be kept to date if you do follow this page and notified the next time we do go live or post one of our previous recordings.
We have not finalized our schedule for the next season, but we should be finalizing it in a few weeks or so.
Definitely.
Getting ready for this basketball and soccer season.
Yeah, and you best believe that we're going to bring it with all those games. We have a very exciting roster for this soccer team, led by a lot of upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, and they're going to be a force to reckon with this season as Sheriff-Fontaine walks back, walks to the side.
I'm excited to see what the girls soccer team does because they won CIF 2 years ago.
Definitely.
Or no, was it league or was it CIF?
I believe it was league as Sheriff-Fontaine
That's
gets ready
right.
for the kick
It was
and
league.
kicks it.
So it's a touchback by Sheriff-Fontaine. Intended for number 7, Jalen Fisher.
Sheriff-Fontaine, his kicks on the kickoffs have been insane. It's forced number 7, Jalen Fisher, to catch it above his head. Now, usually when you're kicking off, you don't want to do that. You want to kick it and be able to catch it around your chest. But Sheriff-Fontaine's been doing really good with that.
We have a new quarterback in for Chaminade, and that is number 16, Jack Costello. seen his first action for tonight's game, but he hands it off to the reliable number 28, Alex Orcobedo.
Definitely, they've been relying on him a lot. I want to see this kid throw. Let's see what happens.
We got 2 minutes left in the game. Last game of the season. Why not? They're down by 30. Just win it. Let's go.
Definitely, with 2.5 minutes left in the game. Let's see if maybe Chaminade can go down the field without being interrupted by Notre Dame's powerful defense. And he
Hands it off to number 21, Blake Sullivan. Looks like that's a block in the back by number 13, Alex Friend. Not going to call it.
I don't believe they will.
It's third down, Chaminade.
Definitely, and Jack Costello, he's a junior, listed at 6'1", 185, so that's a pretty good frame for him. Should maybe be the starting quarterback next year. We'll see.
Possibly. It's another handoff to 21, Blake Sullivan. Enough for the first down, Chaminade.
Blake Sullivan to carry.
Well, Notre Dame Knights, before this game ends, we just want to thank you guys for watching, and of course, be sure to watch some of our broadcasts coming up. Like I said, subscribe.
Another handoff to 21, Blake Sullivan. Gets a few yards. Second down, Chaminade.
Jacob Moore with the takedown for Notre Dame.
So Knights, right after this, starting at around 10, in around 30 minutes, Midnight Madness.
Head
Be
over
there
to
or
the
be
gym.
square. Yeah, in the gym. Just a 2-minute walk from the gym. From the field to the gym. And you'll be participating in a lot of different games.
And there's his first pass. And it's caught by number 13, Alex Friend. But he gets demolished and taken down by number 5, Andre Bray.
Yeah, very, very dominant performance so far for Notre Dame in this fourth quarter. And even in the second half, it's really just not even been close.
Mikel Broussard wants Castle to be loud. He's clapping. We got 20 seconds left on the regular season of Notre Dame high school football. This has been a great season as Notre Dame finishes 7-3. Congratulations to the varsity football team on a fantastic regular season. Now let's keep on going with the playoffs.
Definitely, and that'll do it.
Good job, Knights. Final score here is 52 Notre Dame, Chaminade 24. Thank you for watching.
I'm Trent Rude.
And I'm Duke Rude. Thank you for
so
watching
much.
NDSA.
Thank you so much. Subscribe and post notifications, and next time we go live, you'll be notified. Thank you so much.
Have a nice night.